It could be both. Like who? Like I mean, you know, like who cares? Like they're not gonna. It's not gonna matter anyway. Who cares? Like,
sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up in
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curve. Where at? Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Mike, 56, Mike, 56. Yeah, that's what I do. Here we go, Tiger. 56 to Mike. 56.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go defense.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going up top. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Reed returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
DJ Reed on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on second down. Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the Saints are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Greg Olsen, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Panthers 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. And that is incomplete here.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Tannehill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there out of Kamara. Give him 42 yards on the ground. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Stepping up, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Saints 20, Panthers 7. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Tannehill now to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bailey got the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
56.
Running for the shotgun with Dre. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Drake off the give from Tannehill. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Tannehill looking downfield for Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They run the option on 2nd down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Saints 27, Panthers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick going to take a shot for Gallup. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches. mismatches.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Open man, Gronkowski complete. Good. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50. Go.
To the air again, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Darius Phillips on the loose. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure they thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. They'll turn to Kamara. Here's a toss coming right. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Drake.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Tight right.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Good. Makes the score Saints 35, Panthers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down of getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Eluding the punt. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The left side completion to Jones. He's at the 30, 20, and down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route?
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Greg Zerline lining up for the
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set to kick off.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Reed. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike 56, Mike 56. Check pass.
Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake, 63 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Saints, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was major, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I do.